guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to be talking about cult favorite makeup products that I've never tried. I saw a few different YouTubers doing this video. I will link them down below. Most recently I saw Stephanie Marie do it, but there's been a few people that I saw, so I'm gonna link their channels down below in case you want to check out more videos like this one. But basically today's video, like I said, we're gonna be talking about cult favorite makeup. So these are makeup products that are just like super hyped up on YouTube. Some of them have been hyped up for years. Some of them are a little bit newer, but definitely like everybody's talking about them, and they're products that I have personally never tried. So as always, I'm gonna be inserting pictures somewhere right around here, so I'm gonna try to keep my face a little bit more off-centered so I can insert some photos here. But so when I was actually compiling this list, I went through and watched a whole bunch of different beauty YouTubers talking about their cult favorite makeup, and it actually took me a while to compile this list because I realized, I'm like, gosh, everything I'm looking at, yeah, I've tried at some point or another. You know, I've been on YouTube for like 4.5 years, and I've been using and trying a lot of makeup that is very hyped up for many, many years. So it took me a little while to come up with a list of products that I haven't tried, but these are all products that I hear people talking about all the time, and I just haven't gotten around to trying them yet. Alright, so the first thing that I wanted to mention are the Colourpop pressed eyeshadows. So I actually haven't tried any of the pressed eyeshadows from Colourpop yet. I haven't tried any of the palettes, and I haven't tried any of the single shadows. I do have some of the Super Shock. Yeah, the ones that are like more creamy. I've tried those. I have a few of those, but I've never tried their pressed eyeshadows, and everybody raves about them. I just have not gotten around to trying them. I just mentioned them in my forever wishlist video. It's just one of those products that eventually I will get around to trying, but I just haven't done it yet. It is something I'm interested in trying, but again, there's just so much makeup out there. It is almost impossible to try everything, and this one just hasn't made it home with me yet. The next thing is a skincare item, and this is actually a whole line. This is from Drunk Elephant. Everybody talks about this line, but I personally have not tried anything from them yet. They have been on my wish list for a long time, but I just haven't gotten around to trying them. I have a lot of my close friends who are into makeup, some of my former coworkers from Sephora that swear by it. I hear YouTubers constantly talking about this line, but I just haven't done it yet. For this one, I think it's mostly, well, there's two reasons. One, cost. It is a more expensive line. But the second one is I already have so much skincare. I got a lot of skincare when I was working at Sephora in gratis. And then I also have received a lot in PR and picked up some things here and there. So I already have a massive amount of skincare that I'm trying to get through. So skincare is one of those things that you can't just constantly change it up like you would like a lipstick or an eyeshadow. So I feel like I have to get through some of the products that I already own before I go out and try new stuff. So that is kind of why I haven't gotten around to trying Drunk Elephant yet, but this is another one that is on my wish list, and eventually I will probably try it. Alright, the next product is from Giorgio Armani. This is the Luminous Silk Foundation. Everybody raves about this foundation and talks about how amazing it is, and it sounds great. It sounds like I would love this foundation, but it's very expensive, and I don't know, I just can't bring myself to spending the money on this foundation. It's been on my wish list a few times during the VIB sale. I've come close to like at least having it like on the wish list, but it's never made it into the cart. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever try it. I would love to try it. I just don't know if I'm ever going to spend the money on it. It's one of those things that's like, is it worth that much money? I don't know. I have a lot of foundations I already love, so we'll have to see on that one, but everybody seems to love that foundation. Another foundation actually that I've never tried personally on myself, I did use this one a lot on clients when I worked at Sephora, but this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. So the main reason I have never tried this one is because I know it's not going to fit what I like in a foundation. I personally, as you guys know me, I personally am a very full coverage kind of lover. I'm actually wearing the All Nighter foundation today on my face. So I do really love Urban Decay's foundation. Well, I love their All Nighter foundation because it's very full coverage, but I just don't think that the Naked Skin is right for me. Now, I did use it all the time on clients, and I think it's great for clients who like a more lightweight foundation, but it's very minimal coverage, and I like to have more coverage than that, which is the reason that I have not purchased this. I don't know if I ever really will purchase it unless at some point my preferences change a little bit and I decide I want a little less coverage, but as of right now, I don't see myself trying out this foundation. All right, next up is the Chanel, I hope I say this right, the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. So this one is very hyped up on YouTube. I think Jaclyn Hill is the one that I hear talking about it all the time, but there's a lot of YouTubers who talk about this particular bronzer constantly. So, well, there's a few reasons I have not ever tried this bronzer. The first one is cost. Again, Chanel is a very luxury brand, so their prices are very inflated. I'll try to put prices on the screen here for these products. It's just not something I've ever put my money invested in, but also it is a kind of cream to powder finish, and cream face products are not my preference. I don't like using cream products for like bronzer, blush, or contour, or highlight, anything like that. And so I don't feel like I would be drawn to using this. If I purchased it, I feel like it's gonna sit in my collection and collect dust. And then also from what I've seen from a lot of these YouTubers who love this, it's so huge and you get so much product. If you don't constantly use it, it's gonna go bad on you because it is a cream product. So I don't feel like I would get my money's worth out of that product. I feel like I'd own it and it would go bad and I'd hardly use any of it. So I've never tried it, never invested in that one. Okay, this one is gonna surprise and shock a lot of you, but yes, I have never tried the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and this was a conscious decision not to purchase this palette. Everybody talks about this palette. Everybody loved this palette, but I'm just not a fan of Morphe shadows. I've tried their single shadows, but I have to say I've never actually tried any of their pre-built palettes. My daughter has a couple, so maybe I'll sneak one and borrow it and try it out. But I know a lot of people love them, but it's just, I don't know. For some reason, I'm not drawn to trying any more of their eyeshadows. When I tried their singles, I thought that they were okay. Some were good, some were bad, some were like right in the middle. But overall, I wasn't really blown away by their eyeshadows. And I don't know. I wasn't at all intrigued by this collaboration when I saw it coming out. I was really kind of over it. In fact, I think I mentioned it in an anti-haul that I was not at all interested in this palette. I don't know, it just wasn't for me, so I never purchased it. Next up is another skincare, well, kind of skincare. I think some of them are primers as well, but Farsali. Everybody is talking about Farsali. You see it all the time on Instagram with the little Instagram tutorials and people using the droplet and dropping it right directly on their face. They have several products. I think one is called like Unicorn Tears or something like that, or Mermaid something, I don't know. I've never purchased any of them. I've never tried any of them. I think at one point when they were first like being talked about, I was kind of interested in it. And then I was like, you know, this just seems like a very overly hyped, gimmicky product. So I've never actually tried any of them, but let me know down in the comments if you guys think I should try this one. Cause I'm still kind of like, maybe, but I haven't really made up my mind on whether or not I want to try anything from Farsali. Next we have this here. This is from Huda Beauty. These are the Huda lashes. I actually have never tried them. They look beautiful. I really think they look nice. They look like they are durable. The main reason I have not purchased these, well, first of all, I rarely wear lashes. I think you could probably count on your hands how many times you've seen me wear lashes in videos. It's very rare for me. I don't like wearing lashes. It feels uncomfortable to my eyes. I have very sensitive eyes. I wear contacts, so I do tend to get irritated from the lash glue. So I rarely wear them. I do like the way they look, but I feel like they also kind of ruin the lash glue kind of ruins my lashes as well. So I kind of avoid wearing lashes, but I did have an interest in trying these lashes. The only thing that has stopped me is the band on these look a little bit on the thicker side, and I find bands that are thicker do irritate my eyes more because they're a little heavier and more irritating to the eye. So I have not tried those yet. All right, you guys, and then the very last thing that I wanted to mention is from Flower Beauty, and these are their blushes. These look beautiful. I've heard so many people talk about them. So many people say they love them. They look very similar to the Milani like rose blushes that have the rose design in it, which is one of my favorite drugstore blushes, but I think they look beautiful. I've heard good things about them. Really, the only reason I have not tried them yet is I just haven't gotten around to it. It's another thing that's been on my wish list. Flower Beauty is one of the brands I talked about wanting to try this year in 2018. Still haven't gotten around to it yet, but it's definitely on my list. It's high up there as a priority to try. So that's just something I haven't purchased yet. All right, you guys, so those are all of the cult favorite products that I have heard people talking about a lot that I've never personally tried myself. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you choose to subscribe while you're here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.